Here we go. More clanking. Alright. I don't need to listen to this anymore. Good afternoon. Yeah, let's get clanking. And clunking. Oh yeah, I forgot we were left off with Quark. Quark and his beautiful imagination. Quarking. Yeah, not right now we're quarking. How does the game sound? Sound a little bit too quiet? I can turn it up. A little louder would be for good. Okay. Yeah, I've discovered that I can turn the game volume on my PC down, like, a lot. So that I don't actually have to hear the game, but you guys are good. I'm learning. I actually also learned, something very silly is that I didn't know how to save my VODs to Twitch, but I've learned how to do it now. So now this one should save to Twitch. Similarly, this isn't my fault, but I've learned right now on my like streaming schedule, because I can't like put individual streams on there. I just have to say it's like every Tuesday, every Thursday, every Saturday. I look like the most dedicated Secret Agent Clank fan on my Twitch right now. It looks like, oh, I'm gonna be streaming this for the rest of my life. Which, I mean, at this rate, maybe I am. Yeah, hello. Yeah, Quark is here to soothe your worries. Yeah, we left off with Quark. Yeah, I know, I'm the most dedicated Secret Agent Clank enjoyer, obviously.
We love you, Quark.
Oh, they love him. Aw. Hello. Just in time for Quark. These are probably like, I guess next to the Ratchet sections. Like, these are probably some of the most chill sections in the game. Like, I don't have to think, which is very which is very Quark-like. I don't have to think at all. My brain is off. Just curse my friends with the knowledge of PlayStation Move heroes. Their main concern was Sly's design, and understandably, they don't play Sly Cooper. PlayStation Move Heroes is like, for a long time, was my guilty pleasure game. Not the game itself, heavens no. But the cutscenes, I just adored them. Which is not surprising probably to any of you that know that I am a connoisseur of Jack and Ratchet. What's this? Nothing. Okay. But yeah, Sly looked weird in that game. I also thought it was weird that like Sly and Jack just like hated each other in that game. I was just like, you know, normally okay, backward. Normally the beef is between like Ratchet and Jack because like, you know, they came out around the same time and they were like rivals in the PS2 era. But PlayStation Move Heroes, it was like, nah, Jack hates Sly for some reason. And I'm like, okay. What am I doing? Oh, am I supposed to go this way? Probably follow the lights. That's like the one thing you're supposed to do in every game is what you don't know what to do, follow the lights. Quarked up white boy. Yeah. Yeah, getting their Quark on. He's so silly. Yeah, this game is very easy for me to kind of turn my brain off. Obviously, I do get punished for that when I play the Clank stuff, but like, this is fine. This is fine. I'm vibing here. I don't have to really think here. Platformers in general feel like this for me. Unless, like, I guess, like, not Celeste. I don't know if any of you have played Celeste, but like, I have to like turn my brain on maximum power when I play Celeste.
Oh, bless you, Quark.
Could have had two certified crash outs beefing 24/7. Yeah. It's really a shame PlayStation Move Heroes was, you know, what it was. Cause like, the concept of like, you know, I guess Sly can be there, but like the concept of Ratchet and Jack having a crossover is just so fun. Like Sly, the reason it doesn't really work for me, him being included, is because he's already part of a group. Like it's the gang. While Ratchet and Jack are just duos. And so like they actually feel like they should have a crossover, and they're both like futuristic, you know, time shenanigans, all that jazz. And so like it's just, you know, it's a shame that we never got anything for them. They said the thing! Quarktastic! Hello. I have heard of Celeste and want to play it, but I don't have the skills for it. There's like an easy mode in it where like it's a lot easier, but I don't know to what degree, because like I obviously didn't put on any you have to like bend my arm backwards to get me to like play anything on easy. My ego is too big. Yeah, Quarktastic. I'm so thankful to hear that there's an easy mode. Yeah, my cousin played it like mostly on like the normal mode, but then like near the end it was like really difficult, and so they played it on the easier mode. And like there's no shame in that. I'm not shaming anybody that ever has to play on easy. It's just that I would shame myself for having to play on easy. I only play something on easy mode if it's my first time ever playing it. Yeah, that makes sense. Like that's like, I would argue, a normal thing to do. It's just that I have like, okay, so here's like how big my ego was. I never played I did like later, but I never played the first Spider-Man. And when I started playing it, I was gonna put it on normal, and my dad made like a joke about, you know, haha, you're putting it on normal, you're not gonna put it on hard. I put it on the maximum difficulty, and then I just stopped playing it after that because it was too hard. So then I went back years later and played it on normal, and then I was like, okay, now I can actually, you know, not get my ass handed to me by Kingpin every 2 seconds. I'm a baby at platforming games. I need the easy modes to actually see some of the games I want to play. Yeah, no, like I said, it is not, I'm not ever, you know, judging anybody that wants to play on easy mode. I only judge myself. Everybody else has the right to play on easy mode. I don't. Ooh, I can fire the cannon. My sister did the same thing, but she doesn't play games and then kept calling me to ask for help. Yeah, that's what my dad does. When he plays games and he gets stuck at certain sections, he will ask me to help him with it. So like like actually what this game has, the little rhythm sections, my dad would ask me to help him for the rhythm sections. He would help me that, like the quick time events, he would help. Like I would have to help for all that kind of stuff. That's not his forte. And when I was younger, it was the opposite. I would need help, and then my dad, you know, would come and help me. But now it's like he plays God of War and he gets stuck at a boss. He's like, hey, can you help me with this? And so then I go and do it. I've never played the game before, but I'll go and be able to help him with it. Yeah, God of War was, I've never played it. Well, I've played it. I've only played the few bosses that I've helped him with. I've never played the whole thing. But I do want to. I want to play him. And the same, I played God of War 2018 last year, picked normal, told myself in chat I want a good time, but also a challenge. I died a lot, stupid fast, while free roaming. Eventually I was like, okay, switching to easy, and that's when I learned, yeah, these games were designed to be played on easy first. Yeah.
Space Kudzu is immune to blaster fire. Time for a black eye.
This is so silly. Like, ah, yes, to defeat the giant eye, I need to step on these giant-sized lemons that just so happen to be here. Yeah, my specialty is banging my head against a wall. Just continuing to play something over and over until I finally get it. That's what my specialty has always been with games. I might not be a good gamer, but I for sure will try my best and get it eventually. The only game I actually had to stop with that, and I never was able to actually do what it wanted me to do, was a racing section in Jak 2. That was my monumental crash out. I once abandoned Shadow of the Colossus for 2 years because I couldn't kill the 4th Colossus. Is it a safe space? I don't know how many I killed or whatever, but I know I tried playing Shadow of the Colossus. I didn't like it at all, and so I just abandoned the game. I was not a fan. Oh no, there's a giant Clank section in this game. I'm actually scared. Please tell me it's not gonna be awful. Oh, it's a flying section. Never mind. I'm not even terrified at all. I got this. But yeah, I'm really bad at, like, driving stuff. So... Jak 2 was kind of my enemy. Oh, this is like Tools of Destruction. I mean, I just can't. Oh, never mind, I can go up and down. This is like Tools of Destruction. Never mind, this is great. I'm having a good time. What are our thoughts on the, like, ship sections in, like, the Ratchet & Clank games? I feel like A Crack in Time was obviously, like, the one that had, like, the best. But I feel like Tools of Destructions weren't that bad either. They were fairly, straightforward. I don't like Going Commandos. Going Commandos traumatized me so bad that when I started Up Your Arsenal and I saw that you could buy ship upgrades, I bought all of them, and then you don't even use the ship in that game. I only watched Jak 1 and 2 on YouTube, so I've thought... So there's this thing called Hero Mode in Jak. You only unlock it after, like, 100%ing the game, which I've technically never done, but I used a cheat to do it, so I have, haha. I've thought about playing Hero Mode on stream. That will be where you see the real rage Sassy. Like, if you thought the poker game was bad, nah. Jak would, yes, I use cheats. I don't care. That game's unfair. That game is so unfair at times. It decides you get to die here. You think you're in control? No. Yeah, I do wish there was more ship sections in the games. I really would love if they brought it back for the next game that's after Rift Apart, or I guess the next game after the mobile game. But I also don't really expect it, because, you know, it's a lot of work, I know that. OMG Jak stream when? Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, what do I play after Secret Agent Clank? I'm like, I don't know. What do I play? And I'm like, well, I could play Jak 2. Then you would really see how like for me that game is ingrained in my head as just like the boogeyman. I'm terrified of that game. It's the only game that actually has made me like rage quit. It's like hazing yourself, yeah. I want to see Aphelion again? Yes! I love Aphelion. She's got so much personality. I love her. But you know, she's a woman, so so we're never gonna see her again. What's bad about it? I don't know a lot about Jak and Daxter. Okay, Jak and Daxter, the first game, is actually like one of my favorite games of all time. Jak 2 and Jak 3 are the problems. So Jak 1 is like probably I actually, you know what? I don't know if many people agree with this, but I think it's one of the best platforming games, period. It's genuinely really good. And it's not very mean. Like it doesn't really like punish you that hard. But it's still good. Like it's still a very good, solid game. It's very much inspired by Legend of Zelda as well. And it's very, very cute. It's very charming. It's very adorable. It's like a game that I really enjoyed 100%ing. Like I thought it was so fun. Then you have Jak 2, where they decided to make babies first GTA. And all the things you loved about the first game are completely gone. And that's not to say that it's not I guess a good game. Like I'm not saying that it's bad because it's not like the first game. It being different isn't bad. It's everything else. It doesn't have strafing, so it has the same control scheme kind of like Ratchet 1 does. So you're just kind of shooting aimlessly, trying to hit your enemies. Every enemy takes like a bajillion hits, and then when they hit you, it takes 2 of your HP points. So you basically can only get hit 4 times and then you die. There's like special upgrades in that game, but like you're never gonna actually use them because every time you die, this little like resource that recharges it gets depleted. All your ammo also gets depleted if you die. So like you are actively punished for being killed. But on top of all of that, every time you die, it takes you like 50 years back. And so the checkpoints are atrocious in that game. It is so punishing. It is like I said, baby's first GTA, because it's like its tonal difference from the first game is just so crazy. And then you also have the fact that Naughty Dog was like really obsessed with cars during that period of time. So in like Jak 2 and Jak 3, there's a lot of car sections where the controls are pretty ass, and it's clear that they wanted to make a racing game, which they did after Jak 3. They did make a racing game. And it's just like, it's not a game that I ever wish for people to play. I love Jak as a character, but even the story is not great. The story is just all over the place. It's like, oh, time travel shenanigans, but also if you question the time travel shenanigans a little bit, none of it makes sense. Hello, Sammy. I hated the driving. I thought I was gonna lose my mind. Yeah, that's one of the things that I would say makes me a bad friend, because I do 2 things to people that are my friends that have never played some of the games I like. I will introduce them to A Crack in Time, because it's my favorite game of all time. But then I'll also ask them to play Jak 2. But with you, Valerian, I didn't make you play Jak 2. I made you play Jak 3, which was easier, but still painful enough that you were hating your time. You literally the whole time were like, I really wish I was playing Mario Kart right now. Mario Kart wouldn't do this to me. It was so funny. Oh, hello. But yeah, no, Jak Jack 1, one of my favorite games of all time, easily in my top 10. Jack 2, I have a very complicated relationship with. But I will say, it is the game that made me realize I really like when guys have long hair. I think it's very attractive. Hence why it's probably not all that shocking that I am a Bucky fanatic now. Baby's first GTA is hilarious summary. Yeah, it's totally accurate. Hello. I think I'm just way more drawn to the character designs in Ratchet and Clank than Jack. That's also fair. I feel like the Jack character designs are... Okay, so like there's these like, you know how I mentioned last stream that like Ratchet time. I mentioned last stream that like there's these people with Thieves in Time, or like the Sly community, really wants another game, so they like, you know, welcome Secret Agent, not Secret Agent. They welcome Thieves in Time so much, even though it like isn't that good. And that's like with Jack fans, is that they don't accept criticism very well. So when people will point out how poorly designed the Jack women are, they get really defensive. And it's like, it's not a bad thing to point out that it's aged poorly. I feel like Jack, out of the like Sly, Ratchet, and Jack's the one that aged the worst. Like, it just... it is not something you look back on in the big ol' year 2026 and go, yeah, that's perfect. Some of the character designs are cool. I like Sig. Sig is one of my favorite character designs in Jack. Torn. I also like how Torn looks. As a Sly fan and someone who's dealt with those Sly fans, thank you for this point. You can't keep asking for another game if you're going to keep putting your head in the sand about all those problems. Yeah. The redesigns in that game were, in like Thieves in Time, were just not good. Like Carmelita, like I hate to always bring her up. It just feels like I'm like, you know, beating a dead horse. But like, God, what were they thinking? I wish I can play more of the Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, but I don't have my PS5 anymore. Rift Apart is the first Ratchet and Clank game you played and you still haven't finished it yet? Aw, I'm sorry. Hope you can finish it someday. I'm gonna have my issues with that game, but I still like it. Oh my god, the brain. I swear to god, they keep changing how my weapons are. They keep changing my weapon wheel. Oh. Who are you and what have you done with Ratchet? Yeah, Ratchet's, he's Bucky right now. He's mind controlled. I haven't beaten nor played that far into Secret Agent Clank. How would you rate this game on the older Ratchet and Clank games? So if I'm specifically comparing it to the older Ratchet and Clank games, like, the problem with this game is that there's sections in this that I'm like, this isn't that bad. And then there's sections like the poker game and like, I guess every rhythm section. And I'm like, man, this sucks. So like, I would say the Ratchet sections are fairly fine. This game is like, I don't recommend it. That's what I would say about this game. It's just like, I don't recommend it. That's probably the safest thing I can say. It's just that it's not a game I think is necessary unless you want to play every single Ratchet and Clank game. You're not missing out on anything. I would say watch somebody else play it or watch the cutscenes. That's what I did before playing it. I just watched the cutscenes. And you'll basically get your enjoyment out of it. Because this game, it's like I'm not even the biggest fan of Going Commando, but I would rather playing Going Commando than playing this. Longing, Rusted 17, Daybreak Furnace. Yeah, I have baller knowledge. I also asked since I bought both this and Size Matters, I haven't touched them in years. Okay, I haven't touched Size Matters in years, but I remember liking Size Matters a lot when I was younger. I just thought it was charming. There were sections in it I thought were bad, but overall I was charmed by how silly it is. While this game, it's not that it's like hasn't had charming moments, it does. Wait, hold a minute. Hold on, I just remembered something. Didn't somebody say that like yeah, there we go. Oh, is it not gonna do it right now? I have to wait until like oh no, here we go. Did I just wait a minute? Did I just buy that? I think I bought that. Oh god, do I have to play this whole game again? There's a chance that I have to play this whole game again because I just bought a skin. Can I, like, hold on. Hold on, we're no, it is not worth it. We are going back. Oh, I have to say it's over. Yeah, we are going back. Can I skip this? No? Okay. I didn't think Size Matters was that bad. Yeah. No, it's not back to quirk. It's just let's see. Did I do it right? Okay, yeah. Yeah, it costs 2. Yeah, so I definitely don't want to buy that. Unfortunately, I thought it was going to give us to it for free. All right, well, it's fine. I want to re-see the opera. You know what? I actually might do that because there's a trophy attached to that.
The shock rocket fires deadly rockets with an additional electric punch.
Yeah, there's a trophy attached to replaying the Korg opera. I don't have to do anything special either, I just have to replay it. I haven't decided if I'm going to 100% this game on stream. It depends on how long it takes to finish this game. Like, do I really want to do, like, another stream or not? I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, this game, it's not, like, the worst thing ever. I'm enjoying it more than All for One. Yeah, I can say that. But to be clear, when I played All for One, I feel like this is knowledge that is like really important for All for One fans. I played it alone, but not only did I play it alone, I also was trying to not buy anything. Because you had to have like a certain amount of bolts, and it was an obscene amount. And so I wanted to not buy any upgrades to my weapons. I would buy the weapons, but I wouldn't buy upgrades. So the game was actively harder on myself. And it took forever to kill the enemies because of the fact that I was trying to platinum it. So,
The plasma whip is a ribbon of fire.
you know.
Burns anything it touches.
Yeah, I'll be honest, you can spend all your bolts for it. Susie was such a cute character in All for One. I like Susie. Yeah, she's cute. There are parts of All for One that I like, and it's all the story. Like, when I rewatch the cutscenes, I'm not having a bad time. Now I see why you enjoyed it less. Yeah. I was playing for the platinum. I wasn't playing for the enjoyment, because I already knew I didn't like the game. And so I was like, I'm not gonna try to force myself to enjoy it. And so I want to only play it once. And so that's why I actively made it harder on myself. I skipped Size Matters, Secret Agent Clank, All for One, and Full Frontal Assault. That is completely valid. Especially, like, now. With Ripped Apart, like, All for One is just kind of pointless. Because they just kind of ignore the story aspect, which is, like, the one thing that's worth playing the game for. I mean, it is cool to see the stuff with the Cragmites, because the Cragmites are mentioned in that game. I don't know if people remember that. but the Loki master, the Loki creature that like possesses people, it was an enemy of the Kragmites, which was pretty cool. I remember when I played that, I was like, this is actually really interesting lore. I completely forgot about that because I never, like, I only watched the cutscenes of that game. I'd never want to replay it. And so when I was playing it, I was like, oh, this is stuff that I just didn't remember. And the Kragmites are cool. I hope they come back eventually. I mean, they're not cool. They're awful, but but you know, but they're cool. And then Full Frontal Assault. I think the game itself is fine, but you know, it's also not something to write home about. It's not good. Its story, it's like the opposite problem with this game, with the All for One, is that, oh, I have the mod that makes it, I just fell off the map and then died. Crazy. But yeah, Full Frontal Assault has the opposite problem that All for One does. It's that it's just like you are playing this game for the gameplay. You're not playing it for the story. While All for One, you're playing it for the story. You're not playing it for the gameplay. The worst part is I got my cousin to play that game with me because there was like some sections I needed a second person for, and they were like, I don't want to play this game ever again. They did get a drawing out of it for me. That is one of the things I bribe my friend to do. Anytime they do something they don't want to do, I will bribe them by saying, oh, I'll draw you a character. And so then I drew them Sephiroth, I think, after helping me with All for One. It was not a Sephiroth drawing to write home about. It was just a little doodle, but, you know. The one achievement in Full Frontal Assault, yeah. That's like the worst part of the platinum journey of that game. That game has like a fine platinum, and then there's just one achievement that's just a pain. What about... I'm trying to think All for One, what pissed me off. I don't really remember there being like achievements that were like super grueling besides the bolt ones. Because they expected you to play this game online with multiple people, and you get less bolts when you're playing by yourself and when you're not online. And so it was a grueling journey to try and get the bolts needed. Where's the Walloper? They keep moving my shit. Why don't I have the Walloper on here now? Oh, there it is. The art trade negotiations? Yeah. Yeah, no, I bribe my friend all the time to do shit for me. Like, I get the Marvel Rivals battle passes from my cousin. And it's like, I draw them something if they buy me the battle pass. And I only ever want the battle pass if Bucky's in the battle pass, because otherwise I'm like, I don't give a shit. I do it for the art. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's like, oh, here's this really painful task that I want you to do, but you get something out of it. Damn it. The Loki Master was a lot more memorable because they got Steve Bloom for the voice. Oh, for the little fucking creature. It was cute. That little creature was cute. What do you think of the new pirate and Wanda Strange skins that came out? Oh, like the Emma and Iron Man, and then the Wanda Strange ones. I'm flabbergasted that the Strange one is free. They keep giving us like some baller free skins. I'm not complaining, but I wish it was like for characters that like they didn't already give us a free skin for. Cause like I already have like a free Strange skin, and so I'm like, I wish that. But that's like, you know, that's just nitpicking at that point. It's like, oh, you're complaining about the free shit that they give you. But yeah, the Strange skin looks really cool. I really like it. The Emma skin, I'm not a big fan of. I don't think there's a single Emma skin that I'm happy with. I hope that the free one that they're gonna give us for the gala, because I was one of the people that voted for Emma last year just so I could get a spree skin for this year. I hope that skin is better, and I hope that it's also white instead of it having like other colors, because that's like my thing about Emma is I just want her to have like a white outfit. Because I do play her sometimes, not nearly as often as Bucky. But you know, sometimes I need to play a tank, and so I play her or I play Rogue. The Iron Man one, I thought it was okay. And the Wanda one, I'm kind of torn on. Because it looks kind of like a stereotype, and so I'm like, eh. I'm not the biggest fan of it. And I'm not well versed to like talk too much on that subject. I just saw some people complaining about it, and I've been like, eh. Keeping it in mind. My friend one time wanted to commission me to draw Flynn's from Genshin Impact, and I offered an art trade instead. She drew my Sonic OC for me. Bro, yeah, drawing shit from Genshin Impact is hard as hell. I actually have some like Genshin drawings I plan on like posting that are like super old, and they're all gifts for people. Those motherfuckers are a pain. They're so detailed. Also, this Walloper feels so much better now that he like launches me. Who knew? The dev was actually right. Your Zhongli art got me into that game. I'm sorry. Getting people into gacha games feels like I should be locked up. Like when people are like, oh, I want to play Rivals because of you. I'm like, oh, hit me up if you play Rivals. And they're like, oh, I play Genshin because of you. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, damn, I'm so sorry. I feel like I owe you something after that. Oh. Watching people play and watching cutscenes of Ratchet and Clank feels very different now. I still miss Jim so very much. Yeah, that was very sad. It was really cool to see the Ratchet and Clank fandom come together for Jim Ward back when he initially had his problems announced, like back when Rift Apart was, I don't think it was released yet, or maybe it was released, I'm not sure, but it was like, that's when we found out that he had issues, and there was a streamer, I don't remember his name, I know I follow him on Twitter, but I don't remember his name. I feel like it was like XC's M or something like that, it was spelled like that. Anyway, he did like a little fundraiser to help pay for the medical bills. And that was really cool. It was just awesome to see the Ratchet & Clank community come together for Jim Ward like that. That was awesome. Gotta hand it out to the absolute best for Emma this year. Easily my go-to tank alongside Cap and Rogue. Yeah. I feel like I'm not good at Cap. And it's because like I don't. So I have like this, you know, like I play on PlayStation, so I feel like playing characters that need animation cancels on PlayStation is a pain, and like he's like very much, you know, that kind of character where you will do much, much better if you have the animation cancels down to a T. But also like I had this problem with my controller drifts, which is, you know, not surprising. Just happens to every controller I've ever had except my Nintendo controller. But I had to beat up my controller when it starts drifting, and I'm telling you, it works. It like actually solves my problem when I start beating it up. But then you'll just see, like, say if I'm playing like Bucky, you'll just see him start punching the ground for 20 seconds as I'm like trying to get the drift to stop. And it's not really visible in this game because you don't really need to like have aim intensified on this game, you know, like there's no aim, you're just strafing around. But yeah, with Rivals, if you ever see me in your game and you just see me punching the ground, I'm trying to fix my drift. Walloper Redemption Arc? Well, and then I just die using it. I hate the floor. Yeah, exactly. I was looking forward to the Pirate Queen Emma skin. It's just not hitting the mark. Yeah, like none of her skins feel like they're hitting it, you know? It just feels like she's supposed to be a fashion icon. And I look at all of her skins and I just don't see that. And I'm just like, you know, and she's like also like, you know, the White Queen. Like I see her as that as well, and I just don't see that in her skins. How is Tiny and Zora doing? So they're doing a lot better. Tiny especially is doing a lot better. Zora has been a little bit, you know, it's taken her a little bit of time, but she started eating again, which is great. She's still having her medication, which is great too. She doesn't like it. She complains a lot about it, but, you know, it's what's good for her, so I don't really care about her complaints. And we also, like, made chicken for them. Like, didn't put any seasoning on it and all that, we just made chicken for them. And they, like, Tiny especially, really likes it, and it's been helping them eat when they don't want to. But yeah, they're doing a lot better, and Thor, you know, she's still fat, but she's happy. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, I'm letting all these people out. It's fine. Very great to hear. Yeah. Tiny is my big responsibility. I'm supposed to take care of her. She's my kitty cat. So. I do my best to make sure she's all good. I love her very much. I've known her ever since, her and Zora, I've known them ever since they were babies, because their mother gave birth in my old house. I've raised them. Tiny, we were not supposed to keep her, that's why her name's Tiny. Otherwise it would have been some kind of video game reference. That's what Zora is. Zora's a, for those that don't know Ball, Zora is a Legend of Zelda reference to the Zoras. And that was because I was like, I asked my friend, what's a name, Zora? And he said to him or Zora because he was a really big Legend of Zelda fan, and I was getting into Legend of Zelda at the time. So. And then Thor, my dad named Thor, and that's a girl, by the way. Thor. And he said, hey, there's a lady Thor, it works. And I'm like, yeah, I guess. Because he thought she was a guy. Oh, those guys are all getting out, aren't they? Oh, Sora, like Kingdom Hearts? No. No, it's Zora. Bro. Oh, I did it. Iron Man! Hold on! Speaking of Marvel! Bro! Did not know that they knew Ball! They knew Ball! Oh. That's amazing. I love how I don't even read what the challenge is, I just start them. Marvel about to come in swinging with the copyright. Nah, they're buddies now. That means that Iron Man's referenced Ratchet and Clank, and Ratchet and Clank has referenced Iron Man. That's actually so funny. Because I don't know if everybody knows this, but in Avengers Endgame, Tony Stark references Ratchet and Clank. Yeah. Tony Stark says, calls Rocket Ratchet. Yeah, you did. It's when they're building the time machine in Endgame. Yeah. I popped off in the theater. I was like, oh my god. Like, I'm the only one that cares about this. But Oh. Yeah, Tony Stark. Tony Stark knows ball. Oh, that's why he was my favorite. And now he's not, but. Oh, I didn't get into Ratchet and Clank until after the Infinity Saga was over, but I'm definitely looking out for that when I rewatch Endgame. Oh, fuck. Have fun with that. I hate that movie. Oh. Yeah. Well, I was actually getting used to their names, getting their names mixed up when you're watching Guardians 3. Yeah, Ratchet and Rocket are, I feel like, anytime people are like, oh, like, what characters would, like, Ratchet be? And, like, obviously I drew him as Spider-Man, but, like, if you asked me which character Ratchet would be in the Marvel Universe, it's obviously Rocket. Like, no competition, it's obviously Rocket. Oh, really? Does Ratchet say that? Ratchet's referenced Spider-Man? He knows ball. Peak? Recognizing Peak. I've been meaning to rewatch all the Avengers films. Just rewatch Captain America: The Winter Soldier. It's really good. Yeah, prison inmate, Ratchet, woo. Yeah, hello. That doesn't sound biased at all. Listen, it is my #1 Marvel film. I literally, like, postponed watching it for years because I was like, I don't care about Captain America. And then last year, Rivals came out, and I was like, okay, I'll watch this movie I've never seen because I hated Bucky. Like, I hated him. I was a Tony Stark fan, so I was like, I don't like this guy. Like, he murdered his parents. Fuck that guy. So then I actually watched the movie, and then I was like, oh, I get it. Like, I had the epiphany. Because, like, I watched Captain America: The First Avenger. I was like, he's alright. And then I watched Winter Soldier, and I was like, oh, I understand. And then I read the comics, and now I'm like... now I'm pretentious. I own the Winter Soldier too, so that'll be easy for me. Yeah! Banger movie. And that was when the first It's Been a Long, Long Time played in. That's the weirdest thing. They played that song in Endgame for Steve and Peggy, their dance, which is a song about a soldier coming home after being gone for a long time. You know, it's been a long, long time. But they played it in Winter Soldier first. And the context was that it was the first meeting of Cap and Bucky. And I'm like, you know, you're not beating the allegations. Remember I watched The Winter Soldier when I rented it from the library years ago. Good times. It's really good. It's a good movie. My second favorite Marvel project is not a movie at all. It's the Daredevil show. Specifically season 3 of the original show. However, the whole show is pretty banger. But season 3 was just like, you know, oh, like where I was like, oh shit, this is actually peak. And I actually recommend it to anybody, even if they don't like Marvel stuff. I think it's genuinely that good. It's just one of the best, like, definitely not a waste of my time when I watched it. I loved Daredevil. It was so good. Kind of sad that I waited this long to watch it. But also, you know, maybe I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much if I watched it, like, earlier. I feel like I only enjoyed it now because I'm older. Stop escaping. A few can escape. My favorite Marvel movie is Guardians of the Galaxy 3, the whole trilogy, to be honest. Oh, the entire trilogy of Guardians of the Galaxy is in my, like, my S tier. I love all the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. They're all very good. And Rocket is, like, probably after Bucky. In the Marvel, like, cinematic universe, Rocket is probably my next character that I like the most. That's not the case for Marvel period, because I really like Natasha. But I don't really care about Natasha that much in the MCU because she's just kind of not as interesting as the comics. Oh, the Ratchet fan likes rocking? Wow, very surprised, yeah. My first introduction to Guardians of the Galaxy was that really bad Spider-Man show, the Ultimate Spider-Man. And I was introduced to them through Nova, and I was like, oh, Nova's a Guardians of the Galaxy, like, character. I'm like, oh, okay. So then I waited for Nova to show up, and he still hasn't. And I still need to watch Guardians 3 at least once. It's really good. I highly recommend it. But it's very sad. Like, it definitely made me tear up. It's a really good movie, though. I don't know if I'd say it's the best one in the trilogy, because I really have a soft spot for the first one. But it's really good. Like, it's definitely up there. Oh my god, I'm stuck. Oh my god, help! Help! Help me! Jesus. I haven't seen a whole lot of Ratchet and Rocket art, but I can see how they get along. Listen, for like a year, people have been asking me to draw them together, and I still haven't. I will. I can, like, promise you that. I will draw them together. It just might take me a long time, and I might draw him with Bucky first. Bye, Ratchet. Yeah, he just deleted himself. Come and get your love. Yeah. It also has a banger soundtrack, yeah. There's like this one Rocket edit to Creep from the third movie. It's so good. Such a good Rocket edit. I love the Marvel editors. Like, people that edit the movies to, like, music and put it to, like, the beat or, you know, stuff like that. Like, it's so fun. I just realized it's called Battle Royale. Fortnite. You know about Glitch's new show coming in May, Gameoverse? I don't know about anything with Glitch. All I know about Glitch is the Ratchet and Clank character that everybody always forgets about. That is actually the first female character that is playable in the Ratchet and Clank series. You won't believe how much content I see of Ratchet and Rocket together in quotations. It's a good pairing. You know, it took me a second. I thought about it. I can see it. Sure, I ship it. That's my biggest compliment, is when I can ship you with one of my favorite characters, then you know that I like you as a character. I love Glitch in RA, she's so cute. Yeah, she is cute, but also, I don't want to play those sections, so I'm glad they're skippable. I believe I played them once, and it was my first playthrough, and then I never played them again. And I remember telling people when Rift Apart came out, I was like, I'm gonna draw all the Rift Apart characters. And they're like, even Glitch? I was like, even Glitch. And then I didn't. I drew, like, Rivet, like, 50 times. Took me, like, several months to draw Kit for the first time. And then I just didn't draw anybody else. Oh yeah, I drew Inferno Farius once. I forgot about that. Technically I've drawn them a couple times, but like they didn't like survive past the sketch phase because I don't like drawing nefarious characters. Trying to voice Dr. Nefarious was a bit of a mistake. At least I had fun. Yeah, I know Armin Shimmerman, when he does the Nefarious voice, he says he has to like set aside like the entire week because it's just so straining on his voice. And that's not shocking to me at all. And I know David Kay, when he does the Clank voice, he like tilts his head when he does it. Which is so strange. Hi, hello. We're vibing. He does such a good job as Dr. Nefarious, yeah. I feel like he is part of the reason why Dr. Nefarious keeps coming back. It's because he's just like, you know, he's just so great. He's been here for so long. It's like, yeah, you just kind of want to. Yeah. All right, well, I'm done with the Ratchet stuff. The 2017 Spider-Man cartoon was worse. Ultimate Spider-Man in 2012 wasted potential. It had moments that were good, but by the end, you just ask, what are they doing? Why are they going this route in the series? Yeah. I never watched any other Spider-Man show after watching The Ultimate Spider-Man. I just watched it because it was always on. I watched Earth's Mightiest Heroes, though. That was my favorite. I loved Earth's Mightiest Heroes. But the problem with it is that I got very attached to it. So then when Avengers didn't go the route with Wasp, and they also didn't have Hank Pym make Ultron, I was pissed. I boycotted Ant-Man. I still, to this day, have not seen any of the Ant-Man movies. Oh yeah, that was a little feet jump scare, yeah. I thought actually one of my favorite jokes, too, was the, you know, I got my big hands, big ears, big feet. Like, it's okay, Ratchet, we know. We saw the sensor bar. We know what you're packing. Yeah, we saw the sensor bar when he drops his towel in the shower scene. He has a big black sensor bar that shows up. We've all seen the fan art of Ratchet. Yeah, and then, you know, the community also thinks that he's packing. I didn't see that, oh lord. Yeah, it's really funny. This game's very silly. Earth's Mightiest Heroes was such a great show. Damn Disney for ruining everything. They need to stop doing that. Yeah, I rewatched Earth's Mightiest Heroes last year because I was on my journey of watching everything that has Bucky in it, and he is in that show for like 3 or 4 episodes, I think. Very good depiction of Bucky too. Like, they did a good job. And then I went into Avengers Assemble, which is the show that comes out after that. And oh buddy, it is not good. They turned Bucky in that show to just Jason Todd. And I was pretty upset. Also, it's just like, it's so MCU-ified. Like, they make jokes all the time, and the character designs are clearly influenced by the movies. It's just not it. Earth Mightiest Heroes was so much better. You missed the censor bar scene, actually. Everybody was talking about crazy shit when that happened. Brought up Lombax's boobs. We were bringing up a lot of shit at that point. No wonder Ratchet's had 3 girlfriends, yeah. Hey, technically, he's had 2.
Use square and L or R to fit down alleys.
Oh, okay. I noticed the YouTube replay channel is up, so I'll check it out later. And subscribe to it, obviously. Ah, yes, thank you. Eventually, I will be editing these into an actual video. But that's gonna take a long time. It is so much footage. Like, you'll see the Secret Agent Clank video on a main channel before the year ends. I can say it that much. We need more fan art of Ratchet. I have a drawing of Ratchet that's in my saved that will be posted probably next month. I have like a backlog of drawings right now. I have a Rivet and Angela post that I should be doing. I should be posting like later this month too. And then I have like a bunch of other miscellaneous stuff. I have a Bucky, like a lot of Bucky stuff. Because, you know, that's what the current hyperfixation is on. I love him. I should draw him with Ratchet, because I like drawing my favorite characters together. I saw an interview with Chris Hemsworth saying they took the joking too far in Love and Thunder. Hey, Rush Hour! I hate Love and Thunder. Like, I'm not saying, like, okay, I know that Ragnarok was not a good interpretation of the comic that it was supposed to be following, but oh boy, Love and Thunder took that and amped it by 11. It was so bad, and I have never once... I guess Mario movie was, like, the last time that I was in, like, a movie theater, and I was like, I don't, like, why am I here? You don't respect my time. This is not a good movie. Love and Thunder is generally the only Marvel movie I think that I will never watch again. I don't ever want to watch it again. I have a kit I drew that's part of a bigger piece I haven't posted yet. I'm excited to see that. Kit doesn't get much fan art. Avengers Assemble show was so nothing. The animation's so stiff and creative, like they move, but the talking, it takes dominance, and it's like reversed anime. The dialogue's such a bore. Really couldn't quote anything from that show, nothing stands out. I agree. However, there was the little, like, part after the original show, which, like, focused on T'Challa, and Bucky shows up in that, and that shit was hilarious. He was, like, the Terminator. He really wanted T'Challa's ass, which is so funny compared to, like, the MCU, where it was the other way around, but it was very funny. I enjoyed those. It's a 3x3 grid icons of female Ratchet and Clank characters. Oh, I'm very excited for that then. I hate Love and Thunder so much, bro. Yeah, it's so bad. It actually was the movie that made me give up on the MCU. Bucky's the only reason I went back. Hi, Sassy. Hi, chat. Hello, Joker King. Yeah, welcome back. Current hyperfixation is a Kickstarter, huh? That's cool. I saw it in theaters for my mom. Never again. That's a lie. I'll watch that movie for her again since I make her watch the Sonic movies. Sonic is more enjoyable, I feel like, for like a general audience. Kit is your second favorite Ratchet and Clank character? You know Ball. She's awesome. I know I draw like Rivet a lot, and it's just like I will just straight up say it's because she's cute. But I adore Kit, and I think she's the best part of Rift Apart. Like, that game was carried by her so hard. She was amazing in that game. That guy just suicided off the cliff. Oh, okay, I couldn't go in there. Alright, got you. We love Kit here, yeah. You say Love and Thunder, but there's one MCU movie everyone forgets about. My bottom MCU movie, I'm trying to think. I know Love and Thunder is the one I have at the bottom. But I also didn't like Deadpool Wolverine. What else? I killed myself? That's crazy. What else did I have at the bottom? Spider-Man 3, like the Tobey Maguire ones. I have that one at the bottom. The Captain America movie that came out. I feel so bad for poor Sam Wilson, because it's not his fault. But holy crap, that movie was boring as hell. Like, the worst thing a movie can be is boring. At least Love and Thunder was, like, bad in a kind of entertaining way, but, like, that Captain America movie, it was just bad. And it sucks, because, like, I know it shouldn't have been. It's the only, like, Bucky movie that he's in that I'm like, you know, that was a miss. Oh, Eternals! I did forget about that. I've never seen that one. I don't watch every Marvel project. I only watch the ones that interest me. The first Sonic movie is really Jim Carrey, the movie. The second one is 50-50 for kids and fans, and the third one was 90% fans and 10% for kids. I would skew that a little differently. The third movie had a lot of Jim Carrey moments where I'm like, okay, like, yeah, we're just here for Jim Carrey. Like the little dance scene and all that, you know, and then like the ending with him and his grandfather or father. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know the lore. I'm not a Sonic fan. But yeah, I mean, I enjoy most of the Sonic movies. Yeah, he's like Jim Carrey was on the screen for twice as much because he was doing two characters. But the characters didn't feel different enough for it to feel warranted. That's the most monotone yeehaw I've ever heard. I didn't even hear it. I tune out this game, like, heavily. We would already be done with the game if I would stop looking at chat. But I'm not gonna stop looking at chat, so... Oh, I do have little mines. I forgot about that. Yeah, see? If I was paying attention, we probably would have been done with this mission already. I love Agent Clank's voice. It's iconic. Yeah, it's great. Goated voice. Clank's corny one-liners are a highlight. He's so silly. He is very silly. Oh, I don't have any more mines. I think we're fucked. Yeah. Wait. Oh, I got it right at the end, but then I died. Oh, shit. That's unfortunate. Especially the giggle. Yeah. The little Scooby-Doo giggle. Bullseye. I hate that character. Old Man Hawkeye. Never read that comic if you are a Bucky enthusiast. Very bad comic to read if you like Bucky. Not that any of you here are looking for comic recommendations. I actually enjoyed the Eggman and Gerald dancing in Sonic 3. I thought I would hate the dance like the Uptown Funk in Sonic 2, but I was actually very impressed by how they did it in 3, probably because it was real people, not CGI, and they had to make it look like it was Jim Carrey dancing with Jim Carrey. Yeah, I mean, it's a cute little scene. I wasn't upset by that. I was upset by the ending stuff with how, you know, the tone problems that it had. I really hope that we get more Ratchet & Clank games. Well, you're in luck because we're getting a mobile game. That's what you asked for, right? You want a live service mobile game where you play as none of your favorite characters, just a bunch of Lompexes that you don't give a shit about? That's what you want. Uptown Funk is in the movie? Yeah, it's in Sonic 2. Tails and Sonic dance to Uptown Funk. I wasn't really that, like, bothered by it, but I know, like, a lot of Sonic fans didn't really like it. But I'm not a Sonic fan, so, you know, I'm not gonna talk over the people that are upset by that kind of stuff. Available in select countries, mind you. Yeah. Yeah, the Ranger Rumble. Available in, like, everywhere except wherever you live. That's what I've been, like, that's what's in the consensus so far, is that it's available everywhere except wherever you live. They call the quests in that game quests with a W. That's cute. they're releasing it slowly, and since I've been playing it, since it's released, they tweaked so much stuff. That's good. Eventually, they'll release it in America, and then I'll play it probably like twice, and then I'll be like, all right, I'll come back for whenever you put Talwyn back in. This mission's kicking my ass. Yeah, the thing is, I'm complaining about it not being here, but also, like, I know I'm not gonna be the target audience for it. Because whenever I play my favorite games, especially Ratchet games, like, I'm not playing for nameless nobody. I'm playing for Ratchet. If given the chance, I will always choose to play Ratchet. And so if Ratchet's not a choice, and then I go, oh, well, that's not as fun for me. Same, hee, yeah. Though, I do have faith that they actually might put Talwyn in this game. I just hope they don't think that because they put her in a mobile game, it means that they don't need to put her in the next actual game. Because then I'll be like, okay, no, that's not... I know I said I want her in, like, the next game, but, like, you know what I meant. I meant the next real game. Don't get me on semantics.
This is going to be a bumpy ride.
Yeah, they wouldn't hear the end of it for me. That's for sure. Because we haven't seen her, like, actually seen her. Not her being referenced or anything like that. We haven't actually seen her since 2013. So it's been over 10 years. I miss my wife. Yeah, I miss my wife. Bring her back. What happened? Oh. Why is she always the first person that they're like, we don't need this character here? Why'd they... They're like I listened to the writer talk about like why they didn't include some characters in Rift Apart. And so they just didn't want to, like, overwhelm people. And I'm like, okay. But you're also trying to introduce the series to people. That, like, was their goal. Why would you introduce them to Skid McMarks over Talwyn? Like, are you actually trying to look me in the face and say that Talwyn is less important than Skid McMarks? I don't think so. Driving test, I don't know. They keep giving Ratchet love interest just to toss him aside. What on earth is up with that? To be fair, it's only happened twice. Angela was never his actual love interest. She was just a pretty girl that he liked. Which, you know, she never showed that she felt the same way. The most she ever did was give him a little kiss on, like, the forehead, which she did the same thing to Clank. So, you know, unless you're saying Angela, Ratchet, and Clank wanted to be in a poly relationship, I don't think you can count that one. Sasha, though. Yeah, Sasha got done dirty. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I don't even know why I did that. Sasha did get done dirty. And then Talwyn is, like, the one after Sasha. And so, like, we haven't had another love interest. People just see a girl and they think, oh, that means that it's a Ratchet love interest. Like, Rivet is not a love interest. That's just a fact. It doesn't mean that she won't be in the future. I'm not saying anything about that, but right now, she is not a love interest. But also, if she is a love interest in the future, that's gonna be stupid as hell. But yeah, it does feel like they just threw away Sasha, and now it feels like they're kind of doing the same with Talwyn. I do agree there. Only twice, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think all the girlies are beautiful. Rivet's a lesbian, she told me herself. Yeah, she signed something for me, and she wrote in the corner, and she said, I'm a lesbian, and I said, oh, thank you, Rivet, for coming out to me. I'm glad that we're cool like that. Angela, they can never make me hate you? Oh, no, I did hate Angela for a while, and it was only because of her fans. Her fans would always piss me off, but now I like Angela. And I actually end up pissing off the Angela fans because of my opinions. But no, I like Angela. She's cool. And I want to see her again. Not all relationships are created equal. Exactly. Like, Ratchet's relationship with Talwyn is not shit compared to his relationship with Clank. Like, let's be clear here. He has more romantic tension with Clank than any woman he's ever talked to in the entire series. Yeah, Ratchet and Angela felt like a one-sided crush, yeah. Because it is. But you can still ship it and still like it. Does Pierre have a crush on Rivet or something? Because he's always been mad obsessed with this chick. Yeah, I don't know. Pierre's weird. I don't ship Clatchet at all, but they're kind of married if you think about it. Yeah, I don't ship them either, but I understand it. I sit back and go, yeah, no, I understand why people ship it. Pierre, bisexual king. That's, like, true. There's also, who else was it? The Fixer, and then I think Quantum was also implied. Another Quark section! Like, before, they would, like, you know, kind of wring me dry with Quark sections, but now we're right back into another one?
What do you mean?
Quark fans are eating well.
Fishmen to save their water. The ravenous cactus beasts were poking holes in the dam and stealing it, and I was the only one who could stop them.
Fisherman?
I'm gonna reveal myself for this, but even as a...
Oh.
Oh, Ripchat. Either as a shipper, I agree. Rivet shouldn't be canonical love interest for Ratchet. Fandom's fine for me. No, that's completely how I think, like, because, like, here's the thing. I ship a lot of things that aren't canon too. It doesn't, you know, make the ships less valid. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't ship them just because they're not canon. Just have fun. But if you want to, like, fuck over canon because personally you like this better, it's like, well, come on. What is going on? Well, Skid would acquire less writing and background lore because he's just a side character, whereas Talwyn has more of a backstory and connection to the Lombax history with their father and the archaeologist, Kronk and Zephyr, and how important she is to Ratchet's personal life. When you do a new game and a new universe and different interpretation of existing character, you want to play it safe with earlier in the series character and not deeper characters. Yeah, but, like, Rift Apart didn't go deep with anybody. And if you're, like, trying to, like, because, like, they advertise Rift Apart as, you know, it's amazing because it's a continuation of this 20-year-long story. Isn't that so cool? And you can jump into this without, like, knowing anything. It's like, you're gonna do that. And you have character cards in the menu where you can read about the characters. Like, all I'm asking is for my girl to show up at the parade. Because there's no reason for her to not show up at the parade. But I didn't want to say the ship name. Well, what I do when I don't want to say that ship name, because I do it a lot, I call it Riv Rat. So that it doesn't show up for those shippers. So that they can They can have their fun, and I can have my fun. Did I buy the maid cork skin? No, I'm not buying any of the skins because there might be a bug where it won't say I collected all the titanium bolts if I buy any of the skins, so I won't be doing that, unfortunately. River rat. Yeah. Man, he got my ass. He juked my ass. She was getting her hair curled. Don't fact check me. True. I'm so sorry, Queen. You were just having a manicure. What the hell is even going on right now? Quark died. Wait, he's fine? Okay. Can Quark even die in these modes? He like just got knocked out for a second and then he was fine. I don't like the way he was riding his horse. I didn't even realize he was riding a horse until he just did that. I kind of just thought he was farting like fire out of his ass, which kind of wouldn't be the worst thing he's done. What am I doing now? Okay. Now I'm a lawnmower. Well, you said you didn't like the horse, so now he's riding a lawnmower. It neighed earlier? Yeah. Like I said, the volume for me is like on 2. I'm not listening to the volume. Wait, I thought it was the actual ship name? Oh yeah, no. I've straight up just been calling it Riv Rat because it's like easier for it to not show up in their ship tag. Because I don't want any of my negativity to show up on their page. So, I call it River Rat. Thank you for the follow. It's in the woods. You need to draw Maid Quark? Yes. I will retweet it. There's just sponges that are just helping me. Riv Rat, a friend told me it sounded like a cereal brand. That's funny. I just think it's funny that, like, that community went the Talchit route of calling it this ugly ass ship name. I'm like, you had like so many opportunities to not repeat our mistake. And yet Because Talchit is arguably one of the ugliest ship names. And to be fair, I can't really speak because now everybody calls it Riv Angela, and that was just me. I made that ship name, and it's ugly. I really like the art that has Ratchet with Rivet and Talon regardless of context. It can coexist. Yeah, nobody believes in that. I'm sorry. You're wrong. Having nuance? No. That's not here. That's not allowed here. I wish more Rivet fans liked Talwyn. Because I don't usually see Talwyn fans hate on Rivet, but I do see like Rivet fans hate on Talwyn quite a bit. I like Rivet. And I like Talwyn. Isn't that crazy? But why? Talwyn didn't even do anything. She was mean. Apparently. Mean to a guy that broke into her house. And apologized for it, but we don't talk about that. She didn't apologize. I don't know what you're talking about. This game is very overwhelming. I'm vibing. I'm just kind of chilling. Funny how there's not a single Ratchet ship name where his name isn't at the end. The implication's funny to me. Yeah. You know what? Technically, that has changed with Jack and Ratchet. It used to be that the ship name was Jatchet, but then the new Jack and Ratchet ship fans came in and they called it Rat Jack. So there's Ratchet's one and only win, and it's with Jack. Wait, oh yeah, also Alistair and him, huh? I don't like that pairing very much. That's just but I remember it's Ralister. Ratwin. See, that's funny though. Like, I would be all for the Talchik community calling it Ratwin instead, because that's just so funny. That is so much more of like an entertaining ship name. Like, yeah, I'm all for it. That's what we call Rivet and Talwin. We call it Rivwin. Which I think is hilarious, because like she's winning. Yeah, Ratfin win for the win. Exactly. That's why I'm like, we should have used the win in Talwin, because it's so much funnier. Oh. Also, Talwin hasn't spoken to much people besides Kronk and Zephyr. I think your communication issues makes complete sense. Oh yeah. Like, she's supposed to be a parallel of Ratchet. Because, like, of like 2002 Ratchet specifically. Both of them were isolated for a long time and were kind of, you know, assholes to begin with, though she wasn't really that much of an asshole. And so then they had to grow. These guys are growing. They had to grow and become better people and become heroes. But, you know, that would require you to look into Talwin beyond her just being Ratchet's love interest. What are these creatures? I mean, they're supposed to be bulls, but like... Also, I just realized, like, I know I've been in this level for like, what, probably like 10 minutes, but like, I just realized that this is like a Western setting and like Quark is a cowboy. That is how clocked out of this I've been. Why doesn't the water make me grow? What do you mean you just realized? It didn't, like, I realized that I was, like, in a Western setting, but it didn't, like, occur to me that he was wearing a cowboy hat. Like, yeah, he's on a horse, but I just didn't really, like, think about it. Autopilot for real, yeah. I really hope we get more Ratchet and Clank games with Ranger Rumble. I hope Ranger Rumble lasts long enough that I get to play it. Maid outfit win? Never. You have to ask Muni. Oh, I lost? It took me back to round 7? Oh. Oh, we're gonna be here. We are gonna be here for a while, aren't we? Yeah, it's good I don't often play mobile games. Yeah, I don't ever play mobile games. I used to play gacha games. That was bad. Gacha games are very bad for you, especially for someone that has like an addiction to gambling. Like, it's really bad. Having to look at Quark again, how tragic. Yeah. Oh no. can't get into gacha games yet. Just don't even. I played Genshin for... Ooh. Played Genshin for like... I don't even know how long. I think it was... since like 2021-ish to like 2024-ish. It's like 3 years, kind of on again, off again. And then I played Zenless Zone Zero since it released, and only like recently broke ties with it. And both of them were really bad for me. I would play them every single day, log in every single day. I didn't spend money on them, but I spent a lot of time on them, which is basically the same thing, you know. Yeah, I'm supposed to protect the dam, but like I'm supposed to kill the guys to protect the dam. Yeah, I'm free now, exactly. Sure, a lot of them have nice character designs and all, but man, for reasons both obvious and not, they're just not the kind of game I could see myself playing. Yeah, just never try them. There's like little gacha in Rivals, just for cosmetic purposes. And I've gambled on every single one of them that they've done so far. Even a character that I don't play, it was Psylocke, getting a skin for Psylocke, I gambled on it. I don't play that character, ever. I have like maybe like, I don't know, 30 minutes on her. But I still gambled for it, and I got it. So then, when the Rogue and Gambit one came out, I was like, ooh. And I spent all my credits because I didn't get it early. I am the target audience of gambling. Is there like some other weapon that I can use here besides like my fist and this pew pew? I don't think there is. Yeah, the worst things about gacha is that they try to, you know, make you like the characters. So then you get attached to them, so then you go, oh, I gotta play him because of that, you know. I gotta get this character because I like them in the story. Oh, I feel bad for this character, so I need to play it, and it's like, yeah. I just wait for the skin I want to appear in that one shop when you get the green token. Oh, yeah. I've saved my costume tokens. I have 5 rounds left. As long as I don't choke, I feel like we're good. You motherfuckers. You see that they did the Toy Story, what is it, 5 now? Trailer came out? And Woody has a bald spot. And the enemy is a frog tablet. Toy Story needs to end. It should have ended at 3. I hated 4. Yeah, staying away from it as far as possible. That's like relatable. Like I watched that trailer and I felt nothing. I also noticed the distinct lack of Bo Peep in it as well, which I thought was kind of funny. It's like, oh, she's this big character in the other one that ruined all the messages of the other movies. But then it's like this one, they're like, who is she? I don't know. I have not seen Toy Story 4, but it ended at 3 for me. That's my issue whenever I watch sequels that I feel like ruin the meaning of like the series, is whenever I watch the movies I did like and where I felt like it should have ended, then I start to get like upset thinking about what they did to the series later. And that's Toy Story is one of them. I have a hard time watching Toy Story like 2 and 3 because then I think about how much I hate Toy Story 4. This did not happen with Wreck-It Ralph. Like, I didn't really care about Wreck-It Ralph 2 and it being shit. I was able to still watch Wreck-It Ralph and still like it. It did happen with Incredibles, though. I love the first Incredibles, and then the Incredibles 2 is just, you know, how's the doll balding? Well, you know, like, when you use something a lot, like, you overuse it, and then it starts to, like, rip, like, take the paint off of it. Like, that's what's happening to him. He needs, Al to call that guy, that old man, to give him some new paint job. Lol, they just done with Bo Peep? Yeah, I mean, I didn't see her in the trailer. To be fair, in Toy Story 4, I feel like that wasn't Bo Peep. Like, she didn't really act like the Bo Peep that was in the other movies. They wanted her to be girl boss. Do we think Amy is going to be a girl boss in Sonic? Do you think they're gonna do the Princess Peach thing where they turn her into a girl boss? Do we think they're gonna get rid of her crush on— oh my god, Speedo. Oh god, Quark, what are you doing? Hello, Sailor! Yeah, both the Resident Quark. Not these guys again. Oh my god. It's like they're throwing all my worst things right at the end. Jesus. I hope not. That'd be kind of against her character. She can be badass, but she has to have some crush on Sonic. Yeah. She is gonna be voiced by, what's her name? Anna from Frozen, which is super great, because I read that and I was like, yeah, that's, that works. That works for Amy. And now I have something else to curse my friends with, the Speedo, yeah. They've been doing pretty well with the Sonic movies writing, so hopefully they don't do anything to Amy that's too cringeworthy. Also didn't recall much issue with Peach, but it's been a while since I saw Mario. Yeah, she just didn't really feel like Peach to me. But I also really hate that movie. So I'm not a Mario movie fan. I was in the theaters every time they started to like play a song, like a copyright song. I would like look over at my cousin. We both look at each other at the exact same time, just be like, oh my god. Surely. No. That work? Oh, this is... I'm gonna lock in. Okay, okay, I think I understand the gist of this. They have little suits? Yeah, I'm... If I could throw these guys off the cliff, I would. These guys piss me off. These sections are not very fun. Kristen Bell, yeah. Kristen Bell is Amy, yeah. Bro, I mourn soft, cute Princess Peach. Yeah, like, she's still, like, you know, can fight and do cool shit, but it's like they just didn't want any of the soft carried over into Mario. DK Rap? Yeah. See, like, I have a lot of issues with that movie, but I've also literally saw it once. It's another one of those, like, Love and Thunder cases where I'm like, I'm not watching that movie again. Am I stupid? Don't answer that. No. Huh. You can be cute and still kick ass. In fact, I say Amy Rose is one of the best examples of that. Yeah. Oh. 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 Okay. Okay. Yeah, because like the actual reputation that it fixed what's his name's Knuckles' reputation like really well with Sonic 2. And so people are really hoping that Sonic 4 will fix the reputation of Amy and actually let her kind of be herself again, because I know that the recent Sonic games have kind of like shied away from a lot of her like crush on Sonic and all that. I like girl boss characters that also have a cute soft side to them. Like Talwyn. I almost soft locked myself. Yeah. Girls that are like overhated. I usually am interested in. The way you're running is so cute. Yeah, they are charming when you're not playing the game. There's this one dude who was unironically was the annoying Nintendo fan you'd see asking around, "Yo, dude, do you want a brewski?" to an audience of largely 10-year-olds. Pretty sure got wondering afterwards. Yeah, it's just that's just weirdos. There's weirdos in every community. I never liked the crush thing with Amy. Yeah, I'm not. I don't like when a female character is just like the only thing she has is having a crush on a male character. But if it's already a part of their character, then you gotta just go through with it and do it well. Are they like making me go through the exact same sections? I feel like I'm just in the back rooms. We need more complex female characters, which I agree with, but people can't even handle Rainbow Dash. Yeah, I'm like, I want more mean female characters, but you couldn't even handle, like, Talwyn being mildly mean. Which wasn't even really mean. You motherfucker. Why'd you run back, you dumbass? Can you stay here? Good boy. Yeah, because, like, Uraraka in My Hero had a whole arc about liking Deku. And it's not integrated very well. Am I a fucking idiot? Hold on. What does this one do? Oh, okay. I see. Helen was nicer to her home invader than I would be, yeah. People baby Ratchet too much. If he don't give a shit, you shouldn't give a shit, you know? I doing? Personality and a hint of complexity would be too much for a lot of people. I mean, yeah, like look at the arcane characters. I'm not saying arcane is like, you know, peak cinema, but people hate on those characters a lot. I think Amy's fine, but specifically that part was really icked by with the Force Crush thing. Yeah, I can't really talk. I've never played the games. Thoughts on seeing Rouge the Bat in the movies, and who do you think should voice her? I love her, so I want to see her, and I don't really care who voices her as long as it sounds like her and not weird. Well, I mean, if it sounds, you know, weird, it's fine. It just needs to sound like her. And not like the newer version of her where she's got like a pitchier voice. I want to, you know, I want her more classic sounding. I think I killed one of my guys. I hope that's not gonna be a problem later. It's not, because I can repair him, right? Yeah. Improvising, that's what I'm doing. Exactly. As much as Sonic Adventure 2B will always be in my heart as the game which first introduced me to Sonic, I can tell you she wasn't perfect there either. In my opinion, in Heroes, she got worse about it. I could not have an opinion on it. Oh shit. Oh, I died. How long has it been since I drank water? You're right, I need to take a drink. Rouge will be inevitable in the movies, I say. I don't care about the VA as long as it fits her. Yeah. Sonic Adventure 2 Battle is the GameCube version of Sonic Adventure 2. Yeah, you definitely have to be specific, because I don't know that shit. Once again, not Sonic fan. I'm not very versed in that stuff. Sonic, huh? But yeah, I think it's a fair trade. You're learning more about Ratchet and Clank, yeah. I think like Uraraka was one of the Uraraka, and who was it? It was a Marinette from Miraculous. She's another one that is just like, it's like, damn, man. They just revolve around a male, and it just sucks. Because you never see it the other way around. You never see it when it's a guy revolving around fully a girl with no other attributes to his name. He always has some other amount of complexity. There are some, maybe, in like shoujos, you know? Maybe there's some of those. I haven't really read many of those, but like that's where the issue arises. I guess I just go this way, huh? Just want it to be April 1st so bad so I can sneak out of my house in a Mario outfit to see the movie. You know, I probably won't see it, so let me know if it's better than the first one. Because I didn't like the first one, so I probably won't go watch the next one. Okay, I understand what I'm doing. The only recent Sonic game I played and finished was Shadow Generations. I heard that one was good. Not enough that people were like, you know, this should be your first Sonic game. But I heard that it was good. If I get my hands on it, like if one of my friends has it, I wouldn't mind playing it, and I would play it on stream probably. Especially since I like Shadow already, so I feel like a game that has Shadow in it would probably be a good idea to start with. Haha, bitch. You didn't run over there in time. Yeah, I like Shadow Generation's pretty good. That's good to know. I'm pretty much like opposed to spending money on Sonic games because there are always like something wrong with it, and the Sonic fans are never able to like say, okay, this is the best one, and it doesn't need a million different mods to make it the best one. Okay, because you need to stop following the leader. We need to figure this out. We need to lock in right now. I think this is a puzzle I did on Genshin, and I was really bad at it, so... Oh, but I've grown. Yes! Never mind, that was so easy. I'm the best. I am the best at games, actually. Call me the puzzle master. Never mind. I have another puzzle to do. Don't call me the puzzle master yet. There is still time for me to fuck this up. Alright, we're gonna go back over here. We're gonna grab this little candle. And now we're gonna just book it. We're gonna ignore all these guys. Fuck them. We don't need them. Kill my other friends? I don't care. Actually, I probably do. No, I don't care. You can kill my brothers. They'll come back. Yeah! We did it. Mission possible. Winning postponed, yeah. And now I'm the puzzle master. It's a matter of subjectivity at this rate, yeah. I just feel like with like Ratchet and Clank fans, like, you know, if somebody's like, oh, what's like a really good Ratchet and Clank game? We all have our like different opinions on what is a good Ratchet and Clank game, but if someone says like, oh, Kraken Time, like no one's usually gonna argue with them. Call me, beat me, if you want to reach me. Yeah. Cute. I remember that show would always play really late. And so I only got to watch it when it was super late. I remember liking it. Hold on. Okay. Do I need two bots over here? I'm gonna... just in case. I would like wake up in the middle of the night and I'd see Kim Possible's on. I'm like, oh, yay! Future me was a genius. Haha. These rooms all look the same. It's kind of killing me. Oh my god, more puzzles. I shouldn't be surprised. We're playing the puzzle characters. At least these puzzles don't seem like they're that bad. Okay. I miss watching cartoons on cable. Well, now you can watch them on streaming sites. Yay! You have to get like a bunch of different streaming sites just to finish like one cartoon. What do you mean that isn't cool? Yeah, it's so awesome. Oh, I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumbass. No, get out of there, buddy. No! God damn it. I need to go slow. God damn it. Piracy. Huh. I won't endorse, but I do like Quest for Booty. God damn it. Watching cartoons on cable TV is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. I've never seen that movie. Also, hello, Red. The way they make the robots run in this part is really adorable. It makes up for the fact that it's not fun to play them. Well, I can't get the emulator to run is the thing. I literally got the PS3 for this reason, to play Ratchet & Clank games. Yeah. I got another PS3 because mine was kind of like dying a little bit. Like it wasn't, you know, dead, but it was just kind of taking long to like load stuff and crashing more often, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna get another PS3. So I got another PS3 just so I would have a backup. Oh my gosh, you idiot. And by you idiot, I mean I'm an idiot. Never mind, I'm a genius. But yeah, like most Ratchet & Clank games are on this console. And so it's like, if my PS3 dies, I can't play like most of my favorite games. Why are there so many? Oh, we did not save our little brother, didn't we? We need to go save our brother. Sly Cooper killed my family's launch PS3. Another reason that the raccoon should never come back. It's like that SpongeBob meme. He poisoned our water supply. Burned our crops, all the... Did he? No, but are we just gonna let him? Alright, let's wait. Found a crack in time in a thrift store. What a find. Peak in time. This looks like a puzzle that's gonna murder my brain. Wait, hold on. Please. I'm so locked in right now, please. Oh my god, I got it. Okay. It's like Cooper killed my grandma, okay? Yeah. Yeah, Red can account for how mean I am to Sly Cooper in our DMs. Which is funny because I actually think the Sly Cooper games are like it's a solid trilogy. I think it's like better than most of the other platform PS2 games. Because there was never another Sly Cooper game, Your friend Kayla got a new puppy. Cool. I am allergic to dogs. Alright, buddies. We're gonna do this. You are gonna be on bridge duty. You are gonna be over here. And then we're gonna wait for you to do the bridge duty. I'm an idiot. You moved off the bridge. Wait. You on bridge duty. And you go over here. Alright, I'm off bridge duty. Okay. We're gonna position them all in positions that should get them the victory. Alright. Here we go. Bam. Easy. Do you plan on live streaming all the Ratchet & Clank games, or do you plan on playing other games? I plan on playing other games. Size Matters is on the list of another Ratchet & Clank game for me to play, because it's another one I have to platinum. This game is my last besides Size Matters. Like, these are the last two Ratchet & Clank games I haven't platinumed. Well, besides Tools to Destruction and Quest for Beauty, because they don't have a platinum. But yeah, I'll be playing other games. Talked about a little bit that I might, like, you know, play hero mode of Jack or stuff like that. I did think about playing Rivals a little bit, but I don't know. It's a really hard game for me to play because it requires a lot more brain power than this game does. Like, this game is like fucking, it doesn't require any brain power. This is super easy for me. Do you plan on streaming any Sly games? I'd have to buy them first. I have them on my PS3, but I'd have to, like, figure out how to do that. So, like, the sooner, like, solution would be that I buy the ports that are on the PS5, and I don't know if I want to spend money on Sly games again. Oh, thank God there was only 2. Jak and Daxter, yeah, like, I wouldn't, I have the Jak and Daxter games. I bought that little, like, port that they did, I don't even know how many years ago. Well, it was probably close to, like, 10 years ago now. But I bought that port, so I have them on my PlayStation 5. And I wouldn't mind playing those, but those are games that could make me want to rage. Oh. You're going home, just be safe. Oh, I just only have Ratchet merchant. Oh wait, no, I do have this. I don't know what this does, but I have money, so. Do you have any other favorite characters that James and David voiced? Obi-Wan for James Arnold Taylor. Also Magneto for James Arnold Taylor. He also has technically voiced Bucky. So I will count it. I like his little announcer voice that he does in the like the arenas. That's fun. And for David K, he voices some stuff in the Ben 10 shows. Like some of the aliens, he's voiced some of those, and like those are always been cool. David K is like a lot harder for me to like distinguish his voice. But like James Arnold Taylor, anytime I hear him, I know it's James Arnold Taylor because like I've done a lot of listening to that bastard. But like David K, it's a lot harder for me to figure out in those kind of things. Spider-Man 2 someday for sure. Yeah, that's another one that I've thought about streaming. I've never played it though, so it would require a lot more focus. Do you have any other favorite characters? I already read that. But I avoid streaming games like Rivals. It's a toxic relationship game and it brings out the worst in me. Yeah. I wouldn't mind playing it on like an alt account maybe. That would probably be easier. so then I could like turn my brain off and just play it for a little bit. Because like I want to do a stream that's Bucky related on his birthday, which is next month. And Rivals is the easiest thing to get my hands on, so I wouldn't mind doing that. David K voiced Grandpa Max in the 2016 Ben 10 and Cannibal in Omniverse. I never watched Omniverse. I watched the original show, I watched Alien Force, and I watched Ultimate Alien. Those were the Ben 10 shows that I watched. I really liked Kevin a lot. Which again, probably isn't like all that shocking. You know, he had the long hair, he had the brooding personality. Like, you can see the pipelines of the characters that I am into. It's also really hard to play those games on streams because people feel so entitled to comment on how you play. Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, if you thought this was bad, like I wouldn't be paying attention while I play like Bucky, and then I'm gonna be missing like so many headshots and shit. Not that I hit headshots anyway. I'm the body shot bandit. I know what it wants me to do, but what if I don't?
Clank, you activated a trap. The room's filling with deadly gas.
You gotta be kidding me. There's no way this deadly gas would do anything to him. He's a robot. He's a robot! Why is he deathly afraid of deadly gas? He's a robot! Like, that's even a gag in Tools of Destruction. That they had to, like, knock him out by punching him in the face.
Agent Clank, you can
Whatever.
use those fish as
Whatever. It's not that big of a deal. It's really not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just... whatever. These guys have bald spots just like Woody. Since when did Clank breathe air? Well, technically we are a Zoni right now, so I guess you could make that argument. Speaking of birthdays, I was 16 when I first discovered Ratchet and Clank, and now... You mean I'm gonna be 19 in a few weeks? I feel old. I discovered Ratchet and Clank when I gained consciousness. It's weird that Clank is dressed as a Zoni considering he is a Zoni robot. I just thought it's much funnier to see Zonis jumping around. And since I can't buy any of the outfits because it might like glitch the game, I was like, you know, this is probably fine. How might a robot breathe through poison gas? Like, it should not affect him. Whatever. These are the kind of things that I pay attention to. I don't pay attention to the game, but I do pay attention to that kind of shit. Do we think that, like, Clank has, like, if he were to die, would his soul look like a Zoni? Because he has a soul, technically. I discovered Ratchet and Clank when my brothers used to play Deadlocked in the PS2 years ago. Yeah, my dad got Ratchet and Clank because of the goofy weapons. And so he played Ratchet and Clank because of that. And then I adored them. I thought Ratchet was a kitty cat, and I thought he was so cute. And so I was like, this is great. So then he started, like, getting some of the other games, because he realized that I really liked it. And then that led to me always wanting the next Ratchet and Clank game. And he's, like, the type that's like, oh, I only get games when they're on sale. So he was pretty upset that his little girl really wanted the next Ratchet and Clank game every single time. It'd be new, be full price and everything. But I loved Ratchet. If not cat-shaped, then why? If not a cat, then why cat-shaped? Exactly. Like, I thought he was a cat. I thought for sure. You can take this guy out. Yeah, I believe in you. David is also in the new Pokemon anime. That's another series I've never touched. I've never seen Pokemon. I think I watched like one movie of it. And it was like a remake of one of the other like old movies. And then I've never like played a Pokemon game. I don't know much about Pokemon. Nefarious thought he was a cat. Almost everyone thought he was a cat. Yeah. One of my favorite interactions. It's such a silly interaction. He cannot see me behind this. If he does, this game's bad. Congratulations. This is actually a good game. Oh! No way. He saw my ass. Never mind. I take it back. This is a bad game. What does this do? Pokemon is a series that intimidated me. There's so much stuff. Yeah, that's the thing. There's like so many counters to shit that you have to just exploded. That you have to like memorize. And I just, you know, that would require me to get rid of the ratchet knowledge that I have in my head. And I'm not doing that. Gravity Falls was such a good show. I've watched a little bit of it. I want to finish it. Because I've heard a lot of good things about it. And so I do want to finish it. I probably will eventually. I wonder if Talwyn thought he was a cat at first, since she didn't know he was a Lombax until Zephyr said he was. Talwyn needs some glasses. Then she'll look even more like me. I have brown hair that curls at the ends, which is great for somebody that loves Talwyn, but awful for somebody that was trying to get the Bucky cut. Bucky doesn't wash his hair. That's how he gets his hair like that, because when I wash my hair, it's got little curls at the end. I want to one day cosplay Talwyn. I think it'd be so fun.
It is past your bedtime.
Hello, glasses wearer? Yeah, I have glasses on right now. And they're the big bulky ones that are like the typical nerd look. How the fuck did you see me? You know what? Actually, I want to do this section again. Fuck it. Kill yourself. In-game, in-game, in-game. I think I understand. I'm supposed to like press these little buttons on them. Disney has been talking to Alex Hirsch, and we might get a revival next summer. Alex is even open to doing it. Never say never. Did it end in a way that it needed the like another season though? Because sometimes I feel like they bring back stuff just for the sake of wanting to bring it back. Like they're like, oh, nostalgia! Instead of like, oh, it needs to be brought back because it didn't get like an actual proper finish. No, it ended really well in my opinion. Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know, man. It's kind of like how Phineas and Ferb got like revived, and it was like, was that necessary? Gravity Falls was only planned 2 seasons. Alex chose to do only 2 seasons. He could have kept going, but chose to stop. Yeah, that's when I think when stuff for shit like should end, is when like the creator planned something and they're like, okay, now it's over. Like things should end. I want Ratchet and Clank to end. I can hide in here? That's crazy. To push buttons. I feel like... You motherfucker. How did you see me? Alex also quite openly hates Disney, don't we all? You didn't see shit. You didn't see shit. You don't know what you're coming over here for. You did not see shit. That's what I thought, you freaking idiot. Ratchet and Clank storyline better end with Ratchet getting at least some form of therapy. No. Like, I feel like in every story, a lot of problems could be solved if the characters got therapy, but like, you know, it has to be good therapy, because like, Dr. Nefarious got therapy. And, I mean, look at that guy. Oh my god, not the poisonous gas again. Careful, Clank, you need to hold your breath. The fairies might change a little bit, but I don't buy him fully changing. But you know, it's the effort that counts. When Nefarious got therapy, he just changed for the worse. Well, that guy's a sniper. That's crazy.
Clank, those gas tanks look explosive. Use them to your advantage.
Gas tanks look explosive. Oh, those. What if I don't? What if I don't use them to my advantage? What if I just go crazy? What if I just kill everything? His therapist was an enabler. Exactly.
Try your tire ring.
There we go. Yeah, we talked about Nefarious last stream. He's just one of those characters that has the unfortunate thing that like comics do, where they don't really let the characters grow. Oh, okay. See, now this seems... Actually, no, he's waterproof. Because Ratchet goes underwater with this guy. Why is... You know... I'm telling you. There's just... There's just some problems with the lore of this game. They don't know Clank like I do. This game has never heard of continuity. Yeah. I was hoping you wouldn't say me, honestly. I know that was kind of just me relying on you being an idiot, but I was just kind of hoping. That one was my bad. Why is he drowning? He's waterproof. Yeah, like Ratchet swam with this guy. And he also states that he's waterproof in the 2016 game / movie, even if it's not canon. Well, like, it is, like, that factoid is canon, because Ratchet goes in the, like, on Aquatos and swims with Clank. I guess Secret Agent Clank, the character, isn't waterproof. That's the only thing you could argue against, you know? Secret Agent Clank, the character, can breathe. Oh, Clank. Whatever happened to the Hydro Pack? Water levels got too hated on, so people didn't want them anymore. James Bond Clank gets nerfed.
This panel appears to control this electrified door.
Push buttons. Okay. Ironically, the Hydro Pack burnt out. Secret Agent Clank is secretly organic. That's the thing he's hiding. Oh my god, Dr. Nefarious would hate that. He would be pissed. He'd be like, this is awful. You know, I feel like that's actually what I am right now. While I keep, like, complaining about all the Secret Agent Clank, like, shit, like, this is just how Dr. Nefarious feels. He would be complaining. You're like, this is not accurate to the Secret Agent Clank lore. Maybe Dr. Nefarious has a point. Maybe I'm more like Dr. Nefarious than I'd like to admit. Like, he has that, like, voice line in A Crack in Time when you're, like, listening to the radio where he, like, calls in to complain about, like, the, like, Lance and Janice stuff. That's... I would do the same. Varys is about to hit him with the actually. Exactly. That's exactly what he would do. Murdered. Oh, they all see me. Okay. It was a cliffhanger. How annoying is that? Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. I love the pirate radio and deep space jams. Like, one of the most charming things in a Ratchet & Clank game. That's like the thing about Crack in Time. Is it like the best game? I'm not sure. But like, God, it's so charming. It has so many little things that are so charming. Like, for instance, Ratchet's chest piece. It blinks in that game when you're on low health. And then in the cutscenes, Ratchet's chest piece is grayed out. It's not blue, orange, green, or red like the armors are. So it's showing that like his chest piece is off in the cutscenes. So his armor is not working in the cutscenes. So then when Alistair does what Alistair does, it makes sense logically. Because you literally see those little hints in the game where the armor's blinking when he's on low HP, or when the armor is off in the cutscenes, it makes sense that that's what happens. And that's just such a little, like, detail that does not matter, but it's so cool that it's there. The Talwyn mentioned in the Space Jam radio is my favorite. Yeah, and the Pirate one's cute too, but the Space Jam one is definitely my favorite. Like when a kid goes to Disney and their favorite character to take their head off and it's a Minnie Mouse's body and a 60-year-old heavy smoker's head. I'm gonna wait for him to turn around before I hover down there. I didn't buy any of the armor upgrades in A Crack in Time. I like the blue the most. Yeah, I didn't buy any of the armor upgrades either. Though I know Red really likes the red. Unsurprisingly. I never knew that about Ratchet's costume in Crack in Time. I always thought it was the ways of animating him and not making the costumes too different. Yeah. It's cool. I play that game so many times that I and like a thing with like him being on low HP. I will like notice it in every game if the animation is there or not, because I thought it was so charming when it was in the first game. You motherfucker. And so in Rift Apart, I noticed it immediately when it was missing. It upset me. It was also missing in 2016. It's my favorite detail, and they just don't include it in the games anymore. You gotta have the Quest for Booty save file so he can have the red with the pirate hat. Yeah. The pirate hat is cute. I love the Holoflex armor so much I need to draw it again. I wish his armors were easier to draw. Oh god, guys. Nah, no.
The tunnel's giving way. Run!
It's okay, Clank. I believe in you. Holoflux is definitely an armor I would draw more if it wasn't so annoying to draw. But that's for like all the armors. They're very annoying. Also, thank you. I see that I've been streaming. I'll stream for another like 30 minutes and then we'll actually, yeah, whenever this, hopefully it'll be a good stopping point in about 30 minutes. Ah, the poisonous gas again. Gosh, they're just giving me a lot of locks to pick, aren't they? What time and days do you stream? 1 p.m. PST. And I stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. That is going to be the schedule. Shit, I'm an idiot. Hopefully. Agent Clank will be over eventually. This game feels like it just keeps going. I would like to eventually change the schedule from Secret Agent Clank until the end of time to having other games to play. Are we on the last level? I don't know. I've never played the game, so I don't know. Wouldn't that be something? Yeah, that would be something. Yeah, I have no clue. You would know better than I do. If we are, then hopefully I can finish it today. But I don't know if it's realistic to expect me to finish this game in 30 minutes. Especially since I've heard things about the boss fight being annoying. Well, we found out it was Clunk, and this is the underwater base, so if spy movies have taught me anything, this could be the last level. And we did see Quark in a Speedo earlier. And I know that that happens pretty close to the end. At least according to the cutscenes, it happens pretty close to the end. Yeah, don't worry, you'll see it again. Yeah, I know about that. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Wait, but it's okay, right? No? No. Okay, they got me some more. God damn it, I killed myself again. Leaving Quark Speedo at endgame to motivate players to keep going. True. That's exactly what they were doing. It's like they were hiding the ratchet being in the towel to get everybody really excited. Push the buttons. And don't stand next to it because it will kill you. Mental reminders for myself because I'm an idiot and I don't pay attention. Bro. There we go. Wait, there's another one. How do I kill this one? Do I just need to blow it up? Ah, yes. I upgraded the umbrella. I wonder if my weapons not being that good are gonna be a mistake at the boss fight. I'm a believer. I'm a believer that it'll be fine and I'll be actually okay. Shit. They're poisoning me. They're poisoning me. Help me. I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm Clank. I don't know how to not breathe. Looking up how long this game is on average gives so many different results. It doesn't help that I've been doing a lot of extra stuff too. Like, I'm sure that I probably would have been done with the game if I didn't do literally everything that I've been having offered. I haven't been getting many of the collectibles. Which means it's gonna be a lot of work for me later on whenever I inevitably want to 100% it. Well, 100% in quotation marks, because I count 100% as whatever's a platinum, not whatever the game says 100%. Internet says anything from 9 to 16 hours. That's very helpful. I think we're going for the 16 hours. Yeah, really drag it. Because, you know, I just love this game so much, I want to play as much of it as possible, you know? Oh, there's a titanium bolt over here. Okay, I hate when they change the name of the bolts. It should just be gold bolts.
This room looks too
Gold
difficult
bolts
to
is
bypass.
better.
Try using your holomonacle.
Holomon? Whoa, hold on, buddy. I mean, they're making me, like, use all the, like, gadgets I have, so that also is a indication that it probably is near the end. Hey, look at me. Alright, now don't look at me. Okay. Let's see. Is this a cutscene? It's Clunk!
You seem to be slowing down in your old age.
I didn't notice he was gold in this game.
Scum like you. Still the righteous do-gooder. Have you learned nothing at all? I have learned there is a difference.
Yeah, the
between
gold
right and
suit.
wrong.
It's
That's
snazzy
true.
on him.
But it's not as black and white as you seem to think.
Yeah, snazzy.
Wrong things for the right reasons. For example, let's start by the way you kowtow to that furry whatever it is. He is dumber and weaker than you, and yet you ride around on his back like
Okay, he's got a point though. Why does he ride on Ratchet's back?
Ratchet has proven his worth as a hero and a friend.
He's like, yeah, I could do all that shit all by myself, but like, you know, Ratchet's my friend.
Such a hero.
Yeah, I kind of just sit on his back instead of fighting, but he's my friend, so.
Knew it. Ratchet would never act that way on his own. Yes, but it's amazing.
Your girlfriend has to wash her hair, she's gonna miss Peak, oh no.
You are better than that. I am better than that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, Clunk has a point.
Be superior, and we should
Free travel, I mean, friendship, yeah.
It's quite simple, really. I'm going to become a hero and make all the squishies in the galaxy bow to my.
I like that he said squishies, like, that's, it like shows the little hint that like he's still got that Dr. Nefarious influence on him.
They just won't know that I am you.
You know, I'm just saying, we haven't done a rhythm game in a while.
Maybe you aren't as clever as I thought. Let me keep this simple for you.
I'm not complaining. To be clear, I'm not complaining. Not complaining at all about the lack of rhythm games. I need that to be very clear here.
One shot. Everyone believes Ratchet is responsible for it. I will quickly destroy you, which shouldn't be too hard.
Since you fight like a little girl. Hey, you can't say that. It's 2026.
Dismantling of the satellite disguised as you. Everyone will think I am a hero.
And Ratchet will stay in jail forever.
Forever. That was the simple version?
Not the rhythm games comment, the little bit of nefarious comment. Oh. And now 30 rhythm games go to jail. Oh no!
You're not the only one who's been
These are
practicing.
quick time events. These are much faster. Oh shit.
The suit is a work of art, isn't it? Try not to scratch the page while I'm taking.
Okay, so now I have to fight like all the guys, I guess. Hair is temporary, Clunk is forever. True, true.
Thing I'll do is dismantle that silly little agency of yours.
I have the PDA, so if I run out of ammo on any of the weapons that I really like, I can just... Oh shit, guys. Survival of the fittest, definitely not me. I just drowned myself. He didn't even kill me, I killed myself. Yeah, fuck you, bitch. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, I'm a badass. You suck.
The kingpin. The suit is a work of art, isn't it? Try not to scratch the.
Alright, Clunk, if you didn't know, we have somebody in chat right now that really loves you, and they're making their hair really pretty for you, so just keep that in mind, so maybe you don't want to hurt me that bad.
This weapon was always a favorite of mine.
You are so loved, Clunk. There are exactly 2 people on this earth that really like you, Clunk. I'm not one of them. Clunk, I actually want to beat your ass, so need that to be very clear. Oh, it's Dr. Nefarious. Guys, look, it's Dr. Nefarious.
I thought it might be fun to order Nefarious around from time to time.
I don't remember him doing this.
Very therapeutic.
I don't remember him doing any of that. Whoa, bitch.
Right between the eyes.
Okay, I remember him doing this. Okay, I know this. Oh, shit. Bro. This is gonna... If you die in this fight, just chalk it up to his girlfriend being too busy washing her hair, yeah.
The kingpin. The suit is
Oh
a
god,
work
we're
of
gonna be
art,
here for a
isn't it?
while.
Try not to scratch the page while I'm taking you apart.
You know, there's not really many good weapons to be throwing at these guys. Huh.
It's not pathetic. Do you know how humiliating it is to be modeled after you?
Okay, I killed Kingpin. Oh, I didn't, oh no.
You're not
Gonna kick my ass. I spammed,
ours. Ah, yes. I did make a suit modeled after my own creator.
Okay, okay, okay.
I thought it might be fun to order Nefarious
Please.
around from time to time. Ah, right between the eyes.
I'm just not gonna fire during this attack. Oh shit, it doesn't matter, I still
The
suck.
first thing I'll do is dismantle that silly little agency of yours.
Nefarious, please, have mercy, have mercy! Nefarious! I'm a big fan! So is this the real Nefarious or just like a copy that he made? I didn't pay attention to what he said. Like, do we count this as a Nefarious appearance? If we count Ripped Apart as a Talwyn appearance, do we count this as a Nefarious appearance? The copy? Okay.
Ow. Think you might have dented something. You'll pay for that.
You'll pay for that. That's a Crack in Time reference right there. Alright, Nefarious, you are way more scary than Kingpin. Oh my god. He does so much damage. He does so much damage. This is gonna be hell. I'm gonna be here for a while. It's a bootleg Nefarious. He calls himself doctor, but never actually got the degree. True.
The suit is a work of art, isn't it?
Alright.
Try not to scratch the page while I'm taking you up.
If he just keeps throwing Kingpin at me, I feel like I'm good. But Nefarious is fucking terrifying.
I think after I take your place, the first thing I'll do is dismantle that silly little agency of
Shit.
yours.
Yeah, Nefarious is actually kinda... I'm so lucky. I was spamming triangle. I'm so lucky. So lucky there. So lucky.
Ah, yes, I did.
Oh, bro, Nefarious. I only have 20 HP. I'm terrified.
I thought it might be fun to order Nefarious around from time to time. Turns out it's very therapeutic. Ow! Think you might have dented something. You'll pay for that.
Nefarious, please. Bro, I thought we were homies.
Nice shot.
Not Nefarious again, bro! Leave me alone! This is bullying! Oh my god, and I have nothing on my good weapons. Oh my god! No! Fuck. I have nothing. But I have my PDA. Hold on. Hold on. My PDA. Yeah. I don't need bolts. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, bring me Kingpin. He's easier. Now I feel like I'm gonna get my ass hit by fucking Kingpin.
You just
What?
I may have
Okay.
underestimated you. However,
Is this a checkpoint?
no plan is complete without a backup plan. Now
Is this a checkpoint? Please.
I
Please,
have
please, 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 please.
countdown timer for the satellite, and I'm the only one who knows how to disarm it. If by some miracle you manage to defeat
The Clunk fan is just going off.
either way, I will be victorious. I look at it as a sort of a win-win situation.
Do you watch Hazbin Hotel? No.
Does this design look a bit familiar, Clank?
No, it's Ratchet! This is my weakness! Oh, fuck.
You'll
Uh,
find I've made quite a few
why does he have a crossbow? I've never seen him use that. Ratchet, I need you to throw me a bone here. We've been friends for a while, I feel like. We have a history.
you down. You know what they say about old dogs and new tricks.
Sure, I might have let you die, like, a lot of times. Because I would never give you armor. But, like, I don't think you should hold that against me. Ah, Nefarious, get away from me! Please, 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 help. Varys, please, 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 please. No, 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 no. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, 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 okay. Fuck. Varys, please. Throw me a bone. Throw me a bone. Throw me a bone. Okay, Ratchet, you're not as scary as I thought you were going to be. What the fuck was that? What the fuck? Never mind, I take it back. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I'm so dead. Okay. Okay. The Varys really like triangles. They look so fun to dodge. Yeah, it's gives me anxiety.
Not bad.
I got a skill point. It's Varys again. Okay. He's gonna die immediately though.
That this was going to be too
Yeah,
easy.
fuck you, bitch.
This is much more satisfying than I anticipated.
Yeah, fuck you. Now I have to kill Ratchet. Never mind, I have to kill Kingpin again. I'm learning the way to dodges. I don't know how to dodge that one big attack that like Ratchet did though. So I'm a little bit nervous. Okay, but he's almost dead, so I just need to kill him, kill him, kill him. Okay, I killed the Ratchet. Okay. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. Don't fuck this up. That'll kill him, right? It's gotta kill him. It's gotta kill him. Please, bastard!
No fair.
Yeah, I did not cheat, actually. I did not rewind. I could have. I had the power. It was within my grasp. I could have cheated, but I didn't cheat. Alright, now let's see Quark in that Speedo.
Block the teleporter with a passcode.
Try EVIL.
Nothing.
Try Clank's a big fat duty head.
Okay, that wasn't actually that bad. Do I know how to beat that one attack? No.
I need your help.
Yeah, meow. Hello, sailor. Not the little Quark emblem on the package.
You are now inside the satellite.
That's amazing. I love how he still has the mask on.
You must remove the Eye of Infinity or we are all dead.
Oh, you can't talk about restraining Munikitty right now.
Oh, you mean this?
Good job, Quark. He saves the day by doing nothing. So, where's his tribal tattoos? Never seen Quark like that ever in my life. Well, now you've seen it. Here, live.
Good evening, Mr. President. I have the final report
Mr.
on
President.
Clank's activities. After Clank and Quark destroyed the satellite, Clank left to return the Eye of Infinity to the museum.
Yeah,
also
he has a
sent
little
the information
heart
to
on
Monica
his
that Clank
shoulder,
had
a little
ability to
tattoo, which is
control
cute.
Ratchet. As you can see by these images of test subjects,
Yeah, his
the
tribal
helmet is
stripes are
quite powerful.
cute in this one.
The agency recommends that Ratchet receive a full pardon.
Yeah, he
We
full
also
pardon, just like
discovered
Bucky.
Captain Quark's role in all of this. He had received a huge sum from an anonymous source to write his autobiography. He then decided that in order to have incredible stories to tell, he would use a tracking device to follow Agent Clank and steal his glory. Unbeknownst to
God.
Quark, the biographer assigned to him was working for the
we did it.
source,
We
who
finished
turned
this
out to be
game.
Clunk. Clunk, needing a way to keep tabs
What do
on
I do
Clank,
next now?
knew that Quark would do exactly what he did.
On
After
Saturday.
Clank was destroyed, Barney told a very
Barney.
confused Quark
What a
the
name.
entire
While
plan.
Ratchet is scruffing this
The
art
Quark
style. I
angrily
know.
tried to destroy
I love
Barney.
this image of Quark, just him
That interesting.
choking a guy. It's so funny.
Payback time. Mommy.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Clunk comes back.
Was an explosive situation.
Yeah.
Barney Mommy had been programmed to kill Quark if anything happened to Clunk. Fortunately, Clank heard the commotion and returned just in time to
Mommy.
save him. Once again, Clank has
Satisfy
proven
size
himself
matters.
a
I don't know if I
agent.
want to play 2 bad Ratchet and Clank games back to back. I might start hating Ratchet and Clank.
Sorry, Mr. President. That
Congrats,
concludes this
Secret Agent
report.
Clank done. Well, asterisk, because I do have to 100% it still, but
It was nice seeing some of my old friends,
Ratchet!
even if they were trying to kill me.
Look, it's Ratchet!
Was it coming?
That
But Quark
was a
backstory? Okay, I'll think about it. I'll think about doing size matters. Poor Clunk.
Glad the president released Clunk into our custody. Looks like it sucks to be him.
I'll decide by tomorrow if I'll do size matters next. I think size matters will be a lot more fun than this game. But wow, there we go. Oh, what a game. They turned him to a vacuum, yeah. Why did it take- is it taking me back to- Bro, it was the credits and I just skipped it. Oops. But hey, there's the game. That was definitely a PSP game of all time. They turned Clunk into a vacuum, yeah. And then we never see him ever again. I don't even think he's like referenced ever again. But yeah, that was 0 out of 10. Not enough speedo and no towel scenes. Yeah, shoulda. Oh my god, that's the first time somebody's called me sassy. Most people, when they try to shorten my name, they either go like by like assy or ass, which is so funny. Cool to see you be this one. Yeah, thanks for showing up. Oh, and I got it done. Woohoo! Yeah, ass, why? Yeah. Oh. This game gets a point for making Ratchet scruffy in the 2D art. True. I like the 2D art, it's cute. But yeah, that sure was a game of all time. Wouldn't mind making more appearances here. I would love to see you. Oh. I plan to keep streaming Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, 1 p.m. PST time, for about 3 hours, because 3 hours feels really good. Feels like not too short, not too long for me. I tried the 5 hours and that was way too long. I was dead. I had 2 days to recover, but I was dead. But yeah, three is good. But yeah, you know, I thank you everybody for showing up. That was a game. I think I'll. I don't know. I'll think about doing size matters next. This is actually the first time I've seen you play and the first time I've heard your voice. Yeah, how annoying is my voice? I've been told my laugh is annoying. Oh. It was fun for today. Thank you for the fun stream. Yeah, thank you for showing up. Always showing up. My #1 fan. And there to simp for Quark. Can always count on you being there. Oh. Wow, they're thanking everybody. Yippee. Not annoying, huh? Who be saying that? Kids in like 4th grade. In memory of Deborah M. Davis. And Young Woong Kim? Size matters doesn't matter. Hey, I like maybe like 1 or 2 things about it. You wish to replay the game in challenge mode or warp back. Warp back, right? That's probably the smart thing to do. I don't remember. I'll do replay and see if that helps. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'm gonna turn it off now. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. I have... how many? I have 23 out of 37. Yay! I'll do that one day. Alright, well, thank you for showing up. I appreciate you talking with me and chatting. It was very fun. See y'all on Saturday if you show. If not, it's fine. Yeah, I love Astrobot. That's but yeah, alright. Bye. Thank you again. Have a great day. Or night. Yeah.